Listen, I was sworn in during the longest partial government shutdown in American history, and the effects were terrible. I remember handing out food to TSA agents as they were going to the job, because as you mentioned in the lead up there, most of our federal workers are working paycheck to paycheck. That includes our TSA agents who are keeping us safe when we travel. There will be folks who will be calling the Small Business Administration because they need help with their small business. They won't be able to get an answer. The FDA won't be testing as much food. You can just go down the line and talk about all the economic and personal impacts that this is going to have. And the reason it's happening, as you alluded in the opening, is because of a group of hardliners who have taken over the House. They are in control. The tail is fully wagging the dog over there. And Speaker McCarthy has to stand up at some point and say, you know what, we're going to do what's best for the country, not what's best for my job.
Indeed, the consequences of a shutdown, as we've seen before, are profound and personal for many families. And yet Congressman Matt Gaetz today took credit for the GOP's line-by-line approach to the budget. I want you to take a listen to what he said.
Kevin McCarthy credit for the fact that we're moving on to these 4 appropriations bills. Kevin wants it in one big up or down vote, keep the government open, shut it down. I'm saying single subject spending bills. It's the only way to break the fever and liberate ourselves from this out of control spending.
Representative, how successful are you expecting this strategy to be for Republicans?
Unfortunately, we don't have time for this, and they can't agree amongst themselves. Let's be very clear. There are Democrats like me who are ready and willing to not get everything we want, to try and meet the speaker halfway on trying to make sure we keep the government open. We understand that we're here in a period of divided government. I think that the agreement that the speaker reached with the president earlier this year to avoid the debt crisis is one that we should stick to. But certainly there are folks like me who are willing to do what we can to avoid the tremendous economic and personal impact that this is going to cause. But there are also folks like Matt Gaetz, and I'm glad that you put him on, who they want to do this. They want to shut down the government. They don't believe, I think, in the help that we're trying to provide to people, the investments that we're making in the American people. And so they'll talk about different strategies around how to do this. But what they really want is they want to shut down. They want the suffering, and this is where they want to go, and that's probably where they're leading us.
Some of your fellow Democrats say they're not at all interested in helping McCarthy solve what they see as a self-imposed crisis. Take a listen.
I, for one, am not prepared to save him. Not at all. Not with the cuts that they're proposing. They are devastating this country.
We agreed to things earlier this year when we had to lift the debt ceiling. Let's see what comes. I do not want to see a government shutdown, and I will do whatever I can to keep the government open, but I will not do stupid things that destroy this country.
So where do you stand, Representative?
Yeah, I certainly understand what my colleagues are saying. And what I'm saying is that it's likely that we're going to get a bipartisan agreement from the Senate, and that we're going to have the option in the House that's going to be pretty stark, whether or not to accept that agreement that won't have everything that we want, knowing that it has to be bipartisan, both in the Senate and in the House, or go into a government shutdown. So what we need is for Speaker McCarthy to give us a chance to vote on that bipartisan agreement when it comes to us, because it will come to us, I think, likely at the end of this week. But to do that, he will likely then have to choose between his speakership or keeping the government open and supporting the American people. To me, I think I've heard him say in remarks that were in the press, he should go ahead and say, listen, this is a bipartisan agreement. This is what we're going to do. We'll put it on the floor. It's going to get the majority of the House is going to vote for it. There'll be Democrats and Republicans voting for it. And if you want to eject me, then we'll go through this again, because I don't think you have anybody to replace me with. And to me, that would be strong leadership from him. But I have not come to expect strong leadership from Speaker McCarthy, unfortunately.
Indeed. Well, McCarthy says he's willing to talk about immigration policies with Democrats. You recently visited communities along the Texas border, including, I think, McAllen, Texas. What are residents there and along the border telling you about the issue of immigration?
Such an important question, because I'm glad you framed it around our communities, because when these surges happen and we don't act at the federal level, we leave our counties, our municipalities, our charities in these border communities to have to deal with the fallout. And this is the price that we're paying for our lack of action here in Washington, D.C. That the fact that we have not acted really since the Reagan era to try and reach some kind of bipartisan comprehensive immigration reform that, yes, secures the border, but that also puts our immigration system in a place where it's not so subject to the rumors and the innuendo that these smugglers take advantage of, and that better meets our immigration system to meet the needs of our economy. That deal is out there. Veronica Escobar has a bill, the Dignity Act, that I'm supporting that I think is a version of where we can be, but we need to have bipartisan folks who will do that.